What's up, everybody? So, NJ, this is the Death Metal Podcast, New Jersey edition, probably part one. So, today is the 2 year anniversary to my old friend, Ronnie Deo. He passed away 2 years ago. I got the news today. So we played at Disciples of Mockery. I want to play some more rare Disciples of Mockery and other New Jersey bands too, and Incantation, and other bands we hung out with or went to shows with, or just Jersey stuff, man. Like we where I lived in New Jersey, like it was close to New York City, so I kind of got to experience like the best of both worlds, where there would be a lot of bands that would want to play in New York, and then they would want that one-off show somewhere close. So they would play a show in New Jersey, so I would go to that show too. So it was kind of good stuff, man. Rest in peace to Ronnie, definitely, dude. Yeah, he was on the womb also. We're gonna be playing that. So yeah, hail to Ronnie, man. It's been 2 years, which damn, man, I'm blown away. Like just to know that too. So let's see here. We're gonna play another rare thing from Disciples. We're not gonna leave out too much of Jersey. I mean, we're gonna have to leave some out because there's so many bands from New Jersey. But on this particular episode, I wanted to give a little tribute to Ronnie with a couple things and talk a little bit and show you guys this devastating live part. Whoops, said the video ain't working. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see if I can get that to go again. Let's see here. Might have to re-download that again. Right, so that was a clip from an old Disciples of Mockery show. As you can see, Ronnie was all the way to the left, and then you had Craig and Jim Rowe there, and Mike. So old days. There was a lot going on in New Jersey. Going as far back as, like, for me, say like a thrash death metal crossover scene, basically, where you had the bands like Revenant, and then you had bands like Resurrection, and then eventually your Incantation, bands like Torment. I had a band from my town called Slaughterhouse, who were like got signed to Metal Blade. They're a pretty thrashing demo. And there's a lot of sick metal that came from South Jersey too. So you had who I think somebody that propped up a lot of the New Jersey scene, which is Scott Ruth from Ripping Corpse. Not like, even being a young guy who had no car, no money, and being on Ripping Corpse's mailing list from writing to them for one of their demos, Scott would kind of see that you were from New Jersey, and then he would send you flyers in the mail to try to get you to come to shows in South Jersey. So Ripping Corpse reigned supreme. That is right. The mailing list. Back in the day, he would basically fold the paper in 3 pieces, put a stamp on it, and then that shit would come to your house, and it would be like, hey, there's a show. Come represent, come to this show, and this is what's going on right now. Like, so let me see if I can pull one up too. I had a couple here set. Throw that in the Jersey file. I'll show them to you guys afterwards. But here's an excerpt of an old show from 1990 in Trenton. Death Metal Podcast. So I see Travis Bickle, he played with Witte, I remember, in a band too. Yeah, Human Remains, they did kill. They were so bugged out. Like, when I first saw them, I wasn't really 100 on them. Because I was like, what the hell is that noise, dude? Like, but then eventually, the heavy parts came in, and they were very Ripping Corpse-like. I wasn't even 100% Ripping Corpse when I first heard them. They were definitely acquired taste. Is Dim Mock still around? Wish they would put something out soon. I think they're doing another band right nowadays, and then Sean is doing a few bands. So, yeah, Human Remains. Dave Witte was the shit, man. He showed me a special drum beat one time it was at CBGB's. I was on the side stage, and he did some drum beat where he took like all his hands and legs, and I was like, "What is that, man?" And he was like, "Oh, that's the monkey style." So yeah. So tonight is about an episode about Jersey, and I'm going to touch on some Jersey old stuff, new stuff. Just talk about some of our old school scene. I'm from New Jersey. I don't know if everyone knows that because they see New York coming out of my address, but basically, like, we had a very thriving scene, and I don't think we really realized it at the time how cool it was. But so, I wanted to touch upon a few things. Also, I saw Brian Apt in the chat. So we have to bring up the old, let's see here. Did it not make the queue? There would be old shows too, like this. Like, I have to put that Brian Apt flyer in there. There'd be like these old shows in South Jersey where it would be like, G Willikers. And then this was a Jersey place, but it was really like a Philly crowd, So you had like a Mortician, Incantation, Decease, Suffocation, Nocturnal, Thanatos, Alter, Abolish, Hazarax. Some of these bands obviously are from New York and some from Philly. But then, you had Incantation from Jersey there. And then, just different stuff was happening over the years. Years ago, you had Ronnie there with that Black Flag shirt on, and Sal Sajo and McEntee and Will, who were Incantation at this time. Then they had that drummer, Pete Barnevik, and then they did the first demo stuff. So there's a lot of old, good recordings and good bands from Jersey, like the early stuff. Good shows at that place, definitely, dude. G Willikers was wild. Damonacy, fuck the world. We got some on queue too. Yeah, and there's definitely some other stuff. Like I said, man, I wanted to say 2 years ago I got the news that Ronnie Deo passed, which sucks. He was a cool dude, and wanted to do it. I was really like, on the fence about what kind of show to do tonight. I was like, I'll do one on New Jersey, but like, Ronnie was a big part of New Jersey and his bass style and his playing, and there was a lot of things about the scene in New Jersey that rippled through the rest of the death metal scene, especially the Jim Rowe drum beat, or even something like cool as this.
Haunted Mansion at Long Branch is a living, breathing nightmare of more than 30 incredible rooms, each with its own very special surprise. Wander through its myriad of secret passageways and winding labyrinths. Discover the graveyard of the living dead and its unimagined terror. There's Renfield and his spiders, the Prince of Darkness, Count Dracula, and many more. At the Haunted Mansion at Long Branch, it's waiting for you. The Haunted Mansion at Long Branch is a living, breathing nightmare of more than 30 incredible rooms, each with its own very special surprise. Wander through its myriad of secret passageways and winding labyrinths. Discover the graveyard of the living dead and its unimagined terror. There's Renfield and his spiders, the Prince of Darkness, Count Dracula, and many more. At the Haunted Mansion at Long Branch, it's waiting for you.
The Haunted Mansion in Long Branch. It's waiting for you. So I went to the Haunted Mansion in Long Branch, and so did probably some other Jerseyites. It did burn down. Gutter's right on that. The place burned down. That's correct. It was kind of out on a pier near like a water slidey thing. And then like in the center of the room, they had like this big pendulum with like a body that was like cut in half, and it would just go back and forth, and they talked like Edgar Allan Poe stuff out loud. The best spot of the Haunted Mansion though was like they put you through this one room, and they made your legs feel like they were touching like tails of like rats, and then the whole room was filled with like sounds of like rats and mice and like, and then your legs were like they were getting hit by what felt like tails and rats, and it was pretty creepy, man. It was cool. Yeah, man, it was old stuff. It was a place that didn't last long, so I just had to bring it into this Jersey episode since it's kind of a death metal fucking thing, man. So up next, let's see, we got to take it to this. Somebody asked. I'm not playing requests, there was some sick stuff. Those guys kind of came from the same neighborhood as like Ripping Corpse and Human Remains came around the same time. So yeah, first time hearing this band. Yeah, this is awesome. It was from '91, the demo. I think Ronnie even played in that band too for a short time. But basically, yeah, sick band. Like definitely really Ripping Corpse influenced and kind of lived close to them too. So let's go back a little bit to '89. This was a band that used to play a lot with like Revenant and stuff, and I remember seeing them at Studio One in like '89, I guess. And they were like kind of like the sound guy. He became like the sound guy for Death after they toured through New Jersey.
For the answers is refined.
So Jersey was a pretty explicit place. It's a band like that, like Resurrection, they would play like shows with like they play like shows with like Revenant, and like they might play a show with like Mucky Pup or something, you know. And they play at this club called Studio One back in the day. And mostly they did like shows with like Ripping Corpse and stuff. So to bring up just some of like a rough thing too, like here's an old Ripping Corpse incantation thing at the Cell Block in Philly. Ripping Corpse, Revenant, and Incantation and Mortal Decay, all from Jersey, and playing in Philly though with Crucifier. That's what the lineup says, but I remember only 3 bands, unless they played there twice. So also, if you guys want to support Death Metal Podcasts, check the website necroharmonic.com. We got Evoken merch and new shirts, and then we got incantation stuff too. Obviously, Jersey all day. There was the old shows. I used to throw old shows at Hartley's in Jersey. Here's a good example of one. This was in North Arlington, New Jersey. It was Malignancy, a Funebrarum from Jersey, Draghita from Ohio, and then Cadaverment, which is like pre-dripping. So this was like one of the first dripping early dripping times, you know. I got more shot flyers and cool stuff to show you guys, but yeah, those were the pretty early shows, man. The good days, man, good days. And also maybe check out this band who was on that bill. been too heavy. It skipped at the end there. Somebody was asking in the chat about a show that I set up. This was the show here. It was not at Dingbats. It was at Connections. So that was one of our like death metal show spots. So it was Vomit Remnants, Brodequin, Morgue from France, and Dripping. So that was at Connections though. So we would do shows at I set that show up at Connections. And then Kyle from Engorge would set up shows there, and I would DJ those shows. Then there'd be other shows in like a club called Studio One, stuff like this. Incantation, Goraphobia, Decompose from New York, Deteriorate, Ceremonium. We were kind of unofficial, kind of New Jersey-ish band, but they had Staten Island members too. So there was a lot of cool stuff going on, a lot of cool shows. This was another cool one. I set the show up at Hartley's. This lineup sick. It was Disciples of Mockery, Dim Mock, and Engorge. I think that one more other band played. I can't remember who it was, but we were keeping it simple back then. Most of my shows were 3 to 4 bands only, because I wanted the show to be like better and just have 4 bands. And all the shows were like $5 back then. So this was like probably 1999. So, we had Dimmock, Disciples, and Engorge, which was cool, man. I mean, Hartley's was cool, and tried to do as many shows there as I could in a period of time, just to represent the death metal scene. I got more flyers to show you, but I'll show you after I play some of the other bands that played there. Let's see here. Somebody was asking about, you know what, I think we should go to the new bands and talk about a new band. Because in Jersey, I mean, there's still things happening, Like, things did not stop in 1990. So, like, in even 2023 and 2024, there are still bands doing things. And this would be one of them, too. They're a Black Death band, Goat Piss. Right, so that was Goat Piss from New Jersey. They're a newer band, obviously bass, vocals, drums, no guitar. They scared off the guitarist. I like that. I like sometimes the comments come in like 2.5, 3, 4, 5 minutes later. They're like, future fact. It's like, hit refresh. Because maybe then you'll be catching it live action as we're playing it. So tonight on Death Metal Podcast, like I said, this is a New Jersey based volume 1, basically. I wanted to commemorate my boy Ronnie, and also it just, I didn't really have an idea what I was going to do live, but I figured, you know what, I think I could talk on New Jersey. Hey Roy, gave me good info on Goat Piss. I like it. I remember you played them. Yeah, I played them on the black metal show. I just let them know too. With the guy, there's a couple bands still out there. Actually, Dripping right now is in California. So they were based out of Jersey, and they're playing, back together. They played the New Jersey Death Fest, and now they're playing out in California with Nuclear Remains. So, it's cool to see my Jersey brotherhood, neighbors, even. This band, I was neighbors with too, man. Especially the drummer. I don't know. I saw some head nodding there. There was barely a head nod. It was a heavy show, man. Evoking, exactly. So Jersey, another Jersey, sick Jersey band. I think sometimes gets a little overlooked because they don't play out as much, or they play a lot in Europe. It's New Jersey. Just read the tag, muddled up. My bad. This show is about Jersey, man. Dirty Jersey. Roy Fox, Death Metal Podcast host, is from New Jersey. That's my spot. That's where I grew up and was born. So, I mean, I felt like also doing this, helps shed some light maybe on a few bands that no one heard, like a Resurrection, or maybe the Damonacy or whatever. Or, Putrefact. You were asking in the chat, is that band Purulency? But the band is called Putrefact. Jim Stanek says play some Hatred. That could happen. Definitely early Jersey stuff. Trying to mix in a little bit of everything here too. Like there was a lot to Jersey. There was a label who put out a lot of sick releases. The dude was in a sick band, and this is from their second demo. So the early Burial Fog demo. This is my favorite Dismas song. I almost broke my steering wheel. I was driving several times. That's probably my favorite song too, man. Rochefort from Pennsylvania, bruh. But yeah, this is the New Jersey episode of Death Metal Podcast. What's up, Cam? How's it going, man? Love that demo? Yeah, that's a sick one, dude. So, let's see what else we have in the chamber of NJ. A lot of, going back to the show thing, or visual thing, I wanted to say too, like, there was this show I had thrown at Hartley's in New Jersey also, which was pretty heavy. It was like Evoken, Funebrarum, Crucifier, and Nunslaughter. Also, April 29th, so that's when it was in April. $5 to get in, 4 bands. Try to keep it, kind of old school and brutal, like not, what do you call it? You know what I mean? Like a small amount of bands, but like the bands are good. I think, I don't think this was the show that Evoken broke the foundation of the house next door. I think that was at Warhorse, but this show was sick too. I remember Nunslaughter drove out to play, and then Crucifier played there. Hearst played. Cool, man. Thank you. You just ordered a Evoken shirt. Thank you, man. Yeah, to speak on that, we do have shirts if anyone's interested. Let's see here. There's new shirts available of Evoken, of Shades of Night Descending, and 2 other long sleeves, Antithesis of Light. So you saw Evoken earlier. That was some of the stuff from their live set. Yeah, and if you want to support Death Metal Podcast, the best way is to buy some merch. So we have Undergang stuff, short sleeves. I've been throwing some tank tops up on the website because it's starting to get a little warmer. So, some of these styles will be available in tank tops too, if you're interested. And then let us know what you like. Email Necroharmonic and let us know if there's something you like a special, like, hey, can you make that in a tank top? So, include, I think Evoken even we should probably make in some shirts. But it's cool to have good long sleeves because the band needed cool long sleeves, man. Bottom line, dude. So, let's see here. New Jersey to keep going with the heaviness. There was a band that Ronnie Deo was in. Womb. Wait, I don't know if this is the track I wanted to play, but let me see again. Yeah, I think it is. mighty womb. So yeah, they had a split. It was Disciples of Mockery's promo, and then Womb was the other side of the split. And then there was the full-length Disciples of Mockery. There was additional Womb recordings that were made to be in the full, like another full-length maybe, but there was 4 songs total. And then that song Secrete, which was unreleased pretty much. So tonight this is like our New Jersey episode, volume 1, I would guess I call it, because there's really a lot from Jersey. We have Brian Apt and Jim Stanek in the chat, dude. So this one goes to Jim Stanek, because this is from 1985, one of the first death metal bands from New Jersey. And I kind of wonder if this was one of the bands I had seen on the flyers back with Torment back in the day. This band is called Hatred. Hatred. So that from demo from 85. So that was some Black Death. The demo 86 kills this. Okay, maybe we'll have to find like another track too, and then pull that together too. So up next, let's see what else we have from New Jersey that I did not represent here. This band broke up about 10-11 years ago. This was a shot from the New Jersey Death Fest in 2012. So years ago, recently a New Jersey Death Fest just passed with Tripping and Waking the Cadaver, that Gutter Christ set up, and Schlack is super sick. And then years ago they had set up a fest with Rompit Promp, and like this band had played their final show, it says. Hopefully they come back.
So I guess it was.
Digested Flesh from New Jersey. So years ago, they had a few releases out on a Japanese record label. I think it was like Macabre Mementos or one of those. This band also just played recently. Like I said, they're in Cali playing tonight. This is footage I took.
Yeah, bro, he passed away today. All our friends in Jersey. What's up, Jersey? Let's do this. Get some drinks up here. Some Coca-Cola. Some Jack Daniels for me.
So New Jersey, yeah. Is New Jersey known for brutal death slam bands? There's some, New Jersey is known for death metal, period. That's it, man. Like, everything about this show obviously shows that, too. Because this is the New Jersey edition of Death Metal Podcast. There was another band that played that fest, too, are from Jersey. They're not slamming, but they're new. Death Metal Podcast. So tonight, by special request, let's see if it's ready. It might need a split second. I see it rolling in though. So this is from Dover, New Jersey in 1985. The band is from East Rutherford, New Jersey, which is kind of funny because I used to ride my bicycle to East Rutherford and Rutherford, New Jersey, to go like buy like those Slayer banner, like the kind of like the banners like this one, but that smaller one I got in Rutherford, New Jersey. And I would go to like this one store where the guy sold like Rosemary's Baby 7 inches, which was like pre-member. It was like some of the guys from the Misfits, like their pre-band. So it was like I remember if it was like $50 to buy the 7-inch, and this was like in late 1980s maybe. And I was like so tempted to want it and buy it. I'm like, oh, that's members of the Misfits, you know, like I need that 7-inch, and it's pretty fucking rare now. But you know, in New Jersey we had like you know, like everything was close, so like you could ride your bicycle certain places where I lived and go to like multiple towns and like raid the record stores and small little bins of dollar records and like stuff like that, or like patch shops where they had like patches and like you know, like comic book places and stuff where you buy like buttons, and flea markets. Nocturnal, yep, for sure. So so the band you were talking about here, Savage Death Mass Genocide 1985 demo, East Rutherford. That's so cool that East Rutherford, I never really realized that they were from East Rutherford, which was right kind of by where I lived. The demo, the band, pretty old, dude, you know, like Hatred. And also I forgot Jim Stanek mentioned another band, Cremation, which was oh, what the fuck, Paul Nesterok's band from Clifton, New Jersey. So he was like friends with like the guy from Solemn, and they had a house over there, the guys from Funebrarum, Abazagorath, Elegy Records, the guy from Solemn, and then eventually it became kind of like the Funebrarum Disma kind of house too. So it was in Clifton, New Jersey. Savage Death. I used to write to Tom. He played an Incantation a bit and lived in Austin. Yeah, oh, Tom from Nocturnal. Yeah, that's right. Conquering the Thorn. Yeah, and someone also mentioned Alter Gore in here too, which shout out to Alter Gore from Jersey. So let's take it back in time. Way back in time to Dover, New Jersey, 1985, Savage Death live.
Are you removed? Are you removed? And you must be evil.
Savage Death. Live from, I forget what the name of that club was in Dover. Maybe Jim Stanek could answer that. There was an old ass place. I remember the market. I want to say the marketplace, but I don't remember the show place in Dover or something. It was a very old school. So we go way back New Jersey. So yeah, Schlack, Call the Paramedics, lead singer, talks about Gigi Allen, Schlack. There's a whole episode of Death Metal Podcast just a few weeks ago where we had Schlack on here, and we were talking about the New Jersey Death Fest. There's also an episode I did yesterday about Helvete and the fire that broke out in Norway at the Nosblad Helvete store, the place where they have this fucking satanic mural in the basement, and people go there and take shots of death metal shit. Nizoblad. So they have a GoFundMe, so if you want to support this shop because it got burned and it's like a black metal museum inside. Also, if you want to check out the episode, there's a little bit of talk about, how the fire started, etc. Information I caught off Reddit, though. Tonight, there's a show going on with Mortuous and Cemetery Filth with Dercada out in Pittsburgh. So if you're not there, or you're driving, or you're outside, what's up? So go to that Dercada Mortuous Cemetery Filth show tonight. Starts at 7, actually. All ages. So maybe Cemetery Filth rolling off the stage. What are shows end at 9 o'clock nowadays? So there was old school, like Jersey and New York were close to each other. So like there was places like this where we would go to shows. It'd be like Incantation, Primeval, Profanatica, Demolition Hammer, and Brutal Truth opening up. Like, I think this is the first show, I'm not sure. The Metal Union Productions presents A Night of Blasphemous Slaughter. So old school, Jersey was playing around and doing stuff, No doubt, brother. Yeah, check out Death Metal Podcast New Jersey Death Fest episode. Schlack is on there, and I'm quizzing him about a lot of wrestling stuff, actually. Both Incantation, both Incantation and Profanatic in one room. What a show I would go to. Exactly, dude. This is actually even deeper than that. Like, what the fuck was this lineup again? Primeval also played, and Demolition Hammer, and Brutal Truth. So I mean, yeah, it was sick. The shows with Incantation, I was at this show, so I don't remember. I think this was Brutal Truth's first show, if I'm not mistaken, because it was at Cheers. I remember that in particular, and I bought the demo off them. So the early shit, man. A lot of good times, man, were spent in New Jersey seeing good shows. There was a lot going on, man. So, obviously, as I said, we're going to make this a volume 1, and then we'll go back and touch base on New Jersey again. It was cool to play Savage Death and Hatred and stuff, but just to say, rest in peace to Ronnie Deo, and I wanted to go out with that because Ronnie was a cool dude. He passed away 2 years ago, I guess on and around this day. Rest in peace, big love to Pearl and Bull too. I love you people, you were always the nicest people. So let's go out with this. So
we have arisen from hell to bring you our cremation death from hell. Die! You shall all die as one, for cremation has risen tonight. Blood-sucking bug, you sacrificial bug, die!
Cremation. So they're from, it said it from Sea Caucus on the demo, or on Metal Archives or whatever. But if I remember correctly, Paul Nesterok was from Clifton, New Jersey. He sent me his tape trading list. It was solid, dude. It had a lot of good thrash on it, man. He wanted newer death metal, like Mayhem at the time. If you know, that was newer for him, because he had his list was like all Exodus demos and like kind of that kind of stuff, like really far out, like Sodom demos and like good stuff. So that was a Cremation, Chaos, and Terminal demo from 1987 as a special request to Brian Apt and Jim Stanek, who were in the chat hard tonight. So definitely Cremation up next, he asked directly. So I mean, you know, from Jersey, they were like an early death thrash and definitely cult band. I mean, they have one demo and the songs are pretty short and cult. Them and Hatred are pretty far out there, you know. They're sick, you know, old school, super old school. The oldest, like, you know, thrash death like kind of crossover at the time. So let's see if I got anything else I want to play from the Jersey scene here. There was definitely, you know, always a lot going on. Like I said, in Jersey, we would go to multiple New York shows, and New York bands would come to Jersey to play like all the time. So in northern Jersey, it was a big scene, and then also in, you know, South Jersey was the whole like Ripping Corpse scene. So we, you know, it was cool to straddle both and go to, you know, New York, North Jersey, South Jersey, Philly, all within like an hour and a half of each other. Hour and a half, you know, hour and 45 minutes of each other. Because G Willikers, like, that place wasn't close to my house, dude. That was pretty far. But New Jersey was just like a cool hang spot, you know, like we could do a lot of things and get around pretty easily in a small contained area, I would say. The armpit. I noticed in that video that we were showing that I saw Bill Venner from Disma in the crowd. There was one band that I forgot to play. Let me see, for some reason their song didn't download correctly. That was a good early band from Jersey. that I was associated with too. And then they also shared members in Funebrarum, and then they played with Mayhem years ago. And then Chris, who's the drummer from them, plays in Disma nowadays. And he actually continued playing in the band, and I guess he's the founding member. I know that Dave, that played in this band, plays in Evoken now. And so the band, they're called the Bazagorath. They were the first band in that like black metal dictionary thing too. And it's weird because like in the early days of the early Morpheus Descends is from Middletown, New York, brother. So in the earliest days of like memes and stuff, like there was a photo of like a Bazagorath for some reason as like a total like one of the most cool looking black metal bands there was. Let's see here. Just give it a second, and then we'll play something. They played a lot of cool shows. Pretty memorable stuff. Put out several memorable releases. Chris plays in Altars of Gore, Morpheus, Disma, Mausoleum. He still does the Bazagorath, but as a singer now. And I don't know, he plays also in Blasphematory also, which we've played on here. So yeah, New Jersey has a lot to give, new and old, because even like Blasphematory is not that, that's on the newer side of things, right? So let's see here. Let's see if this is rolling through. So we had black metal and death metal, but there was primarily a lot more death metal, I guess, and some brutal death metal, as you guys saw. So let's see here now. I was going to end the show with the Disciples. Let me see here. So what we're going to play is a track from the Sacraments of the Final Atrocity release, which consequently was released on my label. Let me see, sorry.
Under water
So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up though. So this has been the part one of our New Jersey part one of our New Jersey whatever New Jersey death metal podcast. There's so many other bands in a weird way like that I could play, and then there's also like the whole like copyright issue thing that is plaguing podcasters of the world. So if you guys want to support, we got hoodies and shirts. Definitely check out necroharmonic.com for more shirts and a bunch of brutal stuff. Even some of the bands that we played, like Type, Incantation Type, and then Evoking shirts. You guys heard that on here too. We got Disma vinyls if you're interested, so hook it up. And then I guess I'll check you guys out, man. Thank you for tuning in. Rest in peace to Ronnie.
Thanks a lot. the first song that's on the CD we have for sale over there, plus t-shirts. Thanks a lot.
You need to lock it? You little wimp. Huh? Why? Yeah! What's wrong?
I don't know, I feel like shit. I think I'm sick. You know, that lasagna that we had, I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's gonna settle good.
It's not the lasagna. Nope.
What is it?
Yeah. You weren't the heavy metal god. Did you smell how nice it smells in our camper now?
What have you done to it?
It's wild flowers.
Wild flowers.
Wild flowers.
Where are the
It's better than crusty ass. Yeah. Oh, look at that. No, come on. Yeah. Dude, I was bitching at Johan for 5 days to buy that. Yo, go ahead, you can spray it in your camper.
Yeah, what?
Oh, you already did?
It's fucking closed.
You're beat.
Gotta get the keys. I want to borrow these one from